Hi, this is Rousseau with the ITONICS Academy, and I'll take you through this course on optimizing R&D. Together, we'll explore how to streamline research and development efforts to create a more efficient and impactful R&D process across your teams. We're going to break down the most common challenges that R&D leaders face and provide you with actionable ways to overcome them. Let's dive in. To set the stage, let's talk about why optimizing R&D is so important today. R&D is the primary driver of companies' and countries' growth. Since 2022, R&D expenditures have skyrocketed across industries, growing 8.3%, bringing the total amount invested globally to $2.5 trillion in 2024. Sectors such as software, pharmaceuticals, ICT, and automotive are leading this charge. And we're also seeing further consolidation of R&D spending amongst companies such as Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, and Microsoft. Combined, they spend more on R&D than all but the top 3 R&D countries, the US, China, and Japan. Against this backdrop, where big tech's dominance can make it harder for small to medium-sized enterprises to compete, optimizing R&D productivity and return on investment is imperative. There can be a lot of leakage in big companies, where misspent and misallocated R&D resources sometimes go undetected for longer. However, for the majority of companies where R&D resources are precious, they must ensure every investment translates into real value. So, how do we bridge this gap between R&D investment and innovation output? It starts by understanding the main challenges that are hampering R&D productivity. To find out what these are, we asked our global network of R&D, innovation, and technology leaders. Their responses ranged from the organizational to the operational, from pipelines to processes. In fact, we collected 12 challenges impacting R&D ROI, and we've grouped these into 4 key areas for optimization: resource allocation, information access, strategic clarity, and process efficiency. We'll go into each one and discuss the best practice solutions and concrete steps R&D teams can implement to drive productive, industry-leading R&D. The first area for optimization is resource allocation. This is often linked to challenges such as a lack of portfolio harmonization, duplication of efforts, and hesitancy to kill off low-value projects or zombie projects. These problems waste valuable time and resources, hindering innovation and slowing down progress. To address these issues, optimizing resource allocation starts with strategic portfolio management. If you're struggling with this, you're not alone. Recent research shows that only 16% of R&D leaders are satisfied with how their portfolios are managed. The good news? There are steps you can take to improve it. Start by centralizing your R&D portfolio so you can see everything in one view. Tools like R&D roadmaps or Kanban boards allow you to visualize all ongoing projects and how resources are split across them. Organize projects by teams, their strategic importance, or their current stage, whether they're in discovery, development, or deployment. This will help you gain clarity on where your resources are concentrated and allow you to spot overlaps or gaps in your R&D efforts. Next, conduct a portfolio review. This involves evaluating the health of each R&D project, considering its progress, projected value, and resource consumption in terms of people, budget, and time. Tools like integrated dashboards can help, offering real-time insights into project milestones, budget usage, and any emerging technical risks. With this data, you can quickly assess what's working and what's not. Once you have this clarity, look for synergies, where similar projects can be combined, where multiple teams are working on overlapping technologies, or where roadblocks might be stalling progress. Armed with these insights, you can make more strategic decisions, eliminate underperforming or redundant initiatives, consolidate projects where necessary, and focus your resources on high-impact projects that drive real value. One of our clients, an international industrial corporation, saved 800,000 euros in just 1 month by harmonizing its portfolio. The team consolidated overlapping R&D projects and prioritized the most strategic initiatives, eliminating waste without cutting value. And this isn't an isolated success story. McKinsey & Company's research shows that rebalancing your portfolio can increase ROI by up to 20%, with only a marginal increase in risk. This demonstrates the power of strategic portfolio management in R&D. The second area of optimization is information access. Some of the biggest hurdles R&D teams face simply come down to a lack of transparency in their R&D portfolio, limited knowledge sharing, and as a result, siloed operations between different teams and locations. In many organizations, data is scattered across multiple platforms, personal devices, and department-specific systems. This fragmentation creates major bottlenecks, leading to inefficiencies and delays as teams waste time searching for the right information or duplicating efforts. To improve R&D efficiency, you need to centralize your data. Create a central information hub that serves as the backbone for all R&D activities. This allows teams to seamlessly share data, collaborate, and stay updated on project progress, no matter where they are located. A unified platform ensures that everyone is working from the same source of truth, eliminating confusion and improving collaboration. Take Toyota Motor Europe, for example. It centralized over 200 R&D projects onto the ITONICS Innovation OS. This move not only led to significant cost savings, but also transformed collaboration across regions. Andrew Willett, senior expert at Toyota, described how the platform became a shared language, enabling teams from different locations to collaborate seamlessly and access real-time project data. This shift allowed Toyota to break down silos, reduce redundancies, and focus on the most strategic innovations. By streamlining workflows and improving information access, Toyota's R&D teams could respond to challenges faster and drive impactful innovation, ultimately boosting their R&D productivity and efficiency. When setting up your own information hub, look for a platform that integrates the end-to-end R&D process, from tech scouting to product launch. Look for real-time data updates, a user-friendly interface, and strong data visualization capabilities. What's the impact of this silo-busting centralization? Enhanced collaboration, definitely. Faster and more informed decision-making, you bet. Greater return on R&D investment, almost certainly. In fact, organizations that operate using a centralized source of R&D information are 2.3 times more likely to outperform their peers, according to McKinsey's research. Now, let's move on to the third area of optimization: strategic clarity. As organizations grow and diversify, the complexity of their R&D efforts naturally increases. This can often lead to challenges like simply having too many projects in the pipeline, projects that may be misaligned with strategic goals or KPIs that don't reflect real value generation for the business. It all comes down to a lack of strategic focus. To tackle this, it's essential to establish a systematic approach to defining and evaluating focus fields. This means narrowing your R&D efforts to a few core areas where your teams can have the greatest impact. In our experience, even large organizations struggle to effectively manage more than 3 to 5 focus areas at a time. Spreading resources too thin and diluting their effectiveness as the number of focus areas tick upward. However, you can avoid this by identifying the areas of greatest strategic importance for your company. For example, one of our clients in the industrial equipment sector aligned its R&D efforts around 3 clear focus fields: reducing the manufacturing footprint to drive sustainability and cost savings, increasing digital services to expand into new revenue streams, and driving process efficiency through automation to boost productivity and lower operational costs. As you can see, these are outcome-oriented focus fields, as opposed to simply being technology-driven or exploratory. Each focus area is directly tied to a specific business objective, ensuring that every R&D initiative is aligned with broader company goals. Aligning R&D with clear business outcomes not only helps prioritize efforts, but it also makes tracking progress easier. Use outcome-oriented KPIs to measure success, whether it's speed to market, revenue impact, or new product launches. With a clear focus, your resources can be deployed more effectively, improving the odds of project success by 50%. That's effectively doubling your chances of turning R&D efforts into high-impact solutions. But remember, focused isn't a one-time, set-and-forget task. Be sure to regularly review and refine your focus fields to stay aligned with your company's evolving goals, ensuring sustained R&D impact and long-term success. The final area for optimization is process efficiency. Many R&D teams are bogged down by excessive administrative tasks, inefficient data management, and unstandardized workflows. Research shows that up to 50% of an R&D professional's time is spent on tasks that could easily be automated, wasting both time and resources while also, let's be honest, sapping creativity and dampening team morale. The key to unlocking efficiency in R&D lies in automation. Using AI tools to automate routine tasks such as reporting and documentation can significantly reduce the administrative burden on your R&D teams. This frees up time and mental energy that can be better spent on innovative thinking and experimentation. AI can augment your R&D team's expertise by automating technology scouting, sifting through and synthesizing large amounts of data related to patents, startups, and the latest breakthroughs. More and more, we also see the application of AI across all areas of R&D. It can help generate and test prototype concepts through rapid simulations and predictive modeling, or even identify the ideal windows for market entry by analyzing trends and competitor data. When these AI capabilities are combined with a central digital platform, you get a fully integrated R&D operating system that transforms teamwork. With access to workflow templates, real-time data sharing, and AI-driven analytics, companies can ensure efficiency and consistency across their R&D operations. We've seen this firsthand, and the results are tangible. Our clients boost process efficiency anywhere between 25 to 60% just weeks after implementing the Innovation OS. By integrating automation and AI into centralized R&D platforms, R&D teams can focus on what truly drives innovation. The result? Faster time to market, improved productivity, and a more energized, creative workforce. Process efficiency isn't just about cutting time. It's about unlocking the full potential of your R&D efforts. Before we conclude this course on optimizing global R&D, let's quickly touch on the topic of, global R&D, and whether global R&D is in fact the right decision for your organization. Deciding whether to globalize or localize R&D, establish R&D centers abroad or at home, can significantly impact a company's ability to innovate, control costs, and respond to local market demands. Finding the right balance depends on a variety of factors, like the complexity of your R&D efforts, the need for proximity to key markets, and the availability of local talent. For example, a global consumer electronics company might set up a local R&D center in Asia to cater to the rapidly growing markets there, while maintaining a centralized hub to protect critical IP and ensure alignment with company-wide goals. When designing your global R&D footprint, consider the following factors: complexity, autonomy, that is the degree to which individual R&D centers need to operate independently, local differences in terms of who you're serving, as well as local talent availability. If we plot these on a matrix, we get 4 quadrants, or 4 distinct models for organizing R&D. Essentially, if the differences between markets are high, then local R&D centers that cater to specific market needs are most effective. If R&D complexity is low, global R&D centers or offshore R&D centers that serve the global organization with cost-effective solutions can be ideal. And as R&D complexity increases, alongside the need for autonomy, then centralizing knowledge in centers of excellence or local R&D centers focused on specific regions allows for both innovation and market relevance. While each organization's needs and the markets it serves differ, in general, managing multiple R&D sites can create inefficiencies and chip away at your return on investment. McKinsey's research shows that productivity can drop by 14% with each additional R&D site, which is why optimizing R&D across the 4 key areas we discussed today is so essential. So, whether you're managing a single site or a network of R&D centers across the globe, optimizing resource allocation, information access, strategic clarity, and process efficiency will enable you to turn R&D investments into tangible, high-impact outcomes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found this course valuable, and I encourage you to explore more of our ITONICS Academy resources to continue enhancing your R&D strategies. See you next time.